What is going on, guys? My name is Don Pablo and I would like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. This time I have a little tactical tutorial for you. It's a nice formation and setup to show you how to break down all these drop back one depth players who are making it really annoying for us in the weekend league currently. And yeah, I will show you step by step. I will show you my formation, my team, my players, my tactic, my instructions, and give you little tips about how you can deal with those guys who are just sitting back and waiting for the computer to win back the ball for them. But before we start, let's tell you a little bit about me. Like I said, my name is Don Pablo. I'm recently relatively recent, came to the YouTube scene, but I have big plans. I would like to make this channel big and make a living out of this someday. So in order for me to do that, I need your guys' support. So if you like this video, please drop a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you have some questions or anything, put them in the comment section. I will answer them as soon as possible. But let's get straight into the video. So as you can see, my team so far is not really spectacular. I don't have the most expensive players. This is a Road to Glory account, so I don't invest any FIFA points or anything into this account. But yeah, I have those kind of players because they fit my play style the best. I like fast, agile players who have decent skill moves, at least like 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, which everybody has in the attack besides Werner, but Werner is good in other areas. He has a very good finish and he's fast as hell. And yeah, my defensive midfielders are also very fast, my center backs. It's basically a pace-based team, right? And let's get into the tactic I want to show you. So in order to break down those one depth guys, I choose to play with the 3-5-2. So let's go back, let's put it from the start, right? The current situation in the weekend league is as follows. 80 to 90% of the people you come up against play on drop back one depth. I don't know what they're thinking, but it's probably something like this. They think, what are we going to do today? Let's put it on drop back, let's put it on one depth, and let's select the central defensive midfielder or even the striker, and then just run around somewhere and let the AI, let the computer defend for us and wait for our opponent to make a mistake. Then we win back the ball, make a counter attack, score one goal, and then we do the same shit all over again. And it's annoying. It's annoying, but it works. And that's why people are doing it, because it works. EA have not mastered to nerf dropback or to give us proper, to give us something to fight dropback, to be able to beat it. That's why people are using it, because it's effective. But I came up with something which is very effective against dropback. It's aggression. Aggression, aggression, aggression. You need to put pressure on those guys. You need to send your players, make crazy runs. Send 5-6 players into the box to make a run, so that your opponent starts to panic and starts to defend by himself. When he starts to defend by himself, he will make more mistakes automatically. So let's show you the setup. Like I said, the formation is the 3-5-2. You can see those are my players. I have Felipe Anderson at left mid, and I have Nelson Semedo at right mid. I have Roberto Carlos at CDM, and I have Sissoko at center back. Now a lot of you will say, why Sissoko at center back, why not at CDM? Well, because Roberto Carlos is a freaking beast at CDM. He has insane stats. He can score goals, he can defend, he's quick, he's agile, he is just an absolute monster at the CDM spot. Same goes for Goretzka. He's fast, he's very good in attack, and he's very good in defense, and that's what I like out of my CDMs. They have to be very flexible. They have to be able to score goals as well as to be able to defend. Sissoko as a center back is an absolute beast as well. He's fast, he's strong, he's tall, all you need for a center back. Those two guys, everybody knows how overpowered they are this year. I don't even have to talk about them, right? Same goes for ter Stegen, probably the best, if not, yeah, one of the best, if not the best keeper in the game. My attack, Werner and Gnabry, absolute fast, very good finishing, and Lucas Moura the same. Very fast, very agile. He is my center offensive mid, and he's doing a very good job as well. But the key positions in this formation, my friends, the key positions are the left mid and the right mid spot. Those guys gonna decide if you're gonna win or lose the game, depending on how you set them up, right? And I show you how I set them up. What I want from these guys, when I'm in attack, I want these guys to push forward, to run behind the enemy lines, and to attack. When I'm in defense, I want those guys to track back and to help me out in defense. So effectively, when you play defense, you have a 5 at the back, and when you play offense, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 man in attack, if you count the CDMs as well, right? Because they come and attack as well in this formation. My instructions. For the strikers, I just have get in behind, nothing else, so that they run behind the enemy lines. For the center offensive mid, I have stay forward, because I don't need him to do defensive work. He just stays forward and delivers the passes to either the two strikers or the left and the right mid. For the left mid and right mid, I have come back on defense, so that when I play defense, they come back, and get in behind, so when I play offense, that they get in behind. Same goes for Nelson Semedo. Here I like, with those two positions, I like one of them to be a defensive-minded player, like Semedo is, and one of them to be an offensive-minded player, like Anderson is, so that the balance is right, you know? With my CDMs, I have cut passing lanes and cover center, nothing else. Not stay back while attacking, no. I want them to come forward to also attack. And with my center backs, I leave it on default, stay back while attacking, right? So, how do you play with this formation? You let your opponent, when you see you come up against this guy who is just sitting there and waiting for the computer to win back the ball for him, you just overrun this guy with pure aggression and with pure pressure. You send in your players to make runs, you play fast passes, fast 1-2 balls, and when you see an opening, you shoot and you score. That's it. Believe me, your opponents will start to panic as soon as they see 4 or 5 men running into their box. They will start panic and they will try to defend by themselves, and that's what you want. You want them to get out of their comfort zone, to start trying to defend by themselves, and then that's when they will make mistakes, right? That's your offensive play. Your defensive strategy, when they are trying to counter-attack you, because that's their main objective, right? They stay back and they are waiting for you to make a mistake, to lose the ball, then they want to counter-attack you with through balls. Fine, let them do it. Absolutely no problem. You know what? It's even better if they do it. Because what can happen to you? You have this guy who has like 90 pace, you have this guy who has like 92 pace, you have this guy who has 80 pace and with the chem style has 90 pace, you have this guy who has 75 pace and with the chem style has 80 something or even 90 pace, and you have this guy who has with the chem style 90 pace as well. Plus you have Roberto Carlos who has 90 something pace, and you have Goretzka who has also 80 something, 86, 87 pace with the right chem style. So what the hell you're afraid of? Let them try and counter you. You will be able to track back every ball they play. Every through ball they play, you will be able to run with Felipe Anderson, with Semedo, with Sissoko. You will catch them. Don't worry, you will catch them. The mechanics in this game are built that way that a defender always can catch up to an attacker. Doesn't matter how fast the attacker is. You will be able to catch up to them. And that's your defensive strategy. You let them play their through balls, you just catch up to them, you take the ball away from them, and then you play your attacking play again, right? Last but not least, the tactics. I have pressure after possession loss, because I want them to pressure the opponent, of course. That's the main strategy of this formation is to apply pressure and to press them heavily. You could go press constant pressure, or you could go pressure on heavy touch, but I like it on pressure after possession loss because yeah, it's a middle ground between constant pressure and pressure on heavy touch. I find it to be the best way. The width, I have it on 6 because I don't want them to be my players in defense should not be too close to each other, because then spaces open up on the wings for my opponent to run into, and so I let it on 6. The depth is on 7 because, like I said, I want my team to push up high, to stay high up the field, in order to make my opponent believe that he can outplay me when he plays the through balls, right? You want him to play the through balls so that you can track back, catch up to him and take the ball back. The offensive style is long ball because, like you see, the team will make runs for long balls into space behind the opposing back line. That's exactly what you want. You want as much players as possible to run into your opponent's back line. The width is 6. It's yeah, pretty balanced here. Players in box I have on 7 because I want as much players as possible to make runs into the box, but not too many. You should not put it on 10. 10 is too much. And here for corners and for free kicks I leave it on 2 because in my experience this year you don't score a lot of headers from corners, and the chance that you lose the ball after a corner kick is very high, so you want to have as much players as possible in your at the back in order to not be vulnerable to counterattacks. And that's it, my friends. That's the formation. The main strategies here are, like I said, apply as much pressure as you can. Try to bait your opponent into playing the through balls so that you can catch up and win the ball back. And that's it. If you liked the video, please drop a like, subscribe to my channel. If you have questions, put it in the comment sections. And thank you for your attention. My name is Don Pablo. I'm out. Peace.